Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Dillian Whyte, man, I don't think he'll ever like Deontay Wilder. But instead of hating on Deontay Wilder and shredding Deontay Wilder, he should be thanking Deontay Wilder for Deontay Wilder not fighting him. Because believe you me, if Deontay Wilder and Dillian Whyte were to fight, I think Deontay Wilder, man, he may really catch a body. Or like Dillian Whyte calls himself the body snatcher, Deontay Wilder may snatch the life out the body of Dillian Whyte. I mean, Dillian Whyte's supposed to be, he's going to be fighting Jermaine Franklin here in an hour and a half or so, right? And this fool, this whole week, he just seems to be in another planet, man. I mean, he just doesn't seem focused. His team, the trainer Buddy McGurk, seems like he's just there to take a little drink and get paid. Like Buddy McGurk doesn't seem to care about anything, even the glove controversy. This is his fighter, man. And he's like, I don't get involved in that. I just, whatever, that's them. And I'm watching that, and I'm like, that's not a good sign. Then I'm paying attention to what Whyte said. My buddy McGurk's like, you just go hit the heavy bag, and, I'm not going to say nothing. I'll just watch you. You just go do your thing. And then, just lets him go and does whatever. And then there's some points where, Buddy McGurk would chime in and say, well, you need to do this, do that. But I don't really like the fact that they've only been together for about 6 weeks. And then I don't like the fact that Buddy McGurk is kind of like not really tried. See, and it's tough too, I understand. But he's more like what Whyte brought him. He's going to kind of leave it in place and we'll just, I'll point a few things out. But it's almost, to me, like Buddy McGurk is just there to get a paycheck and he's just too hands off, in my opinion. And Dillian Whyte, yeah, he's still showing some of the confidence and the hubris and stuff that he's exuded in press conferences, post-press conferences. Whether he wins or loses, he's still talking, tough and like he's some kind of bad man. And I had to wear a bulletproof vest and I've been shot and stabbed and a dog bit me once and I went and bit the dog back. Like, come on, man. At this point, you're a multimillionaire. You're still talking about running up and down the street biting people, man? Come on. I tell you what, if someone shot him, he shot him back. I believe that. If someone stabbed him, he stabbed him back. I believe that. If someone punched him in the face, he punched him back. I believe that. But if a Rottweiler bit him, and he said he went and bit the Rottweiler back, I don't believe that shit. You ain't biting. No, you may stand across the road and shoot somebody. You may walk up to someone and stab somebody. You may walk up to someone and punch them in the face. But if a Rottweiler bites your ass, you're not going back to where that Rottweiler is to return the favor. Like, you ain't that bad, okay? Nobody that bad to go bite a dog back, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, we know Deontay Wilder didn't fight him when he was a mandatory for all that time. Why Deontay Wilder didn't? I mean, he had his reasons, but I can understand the frustration. To me, he should have fought him, but Eddie Hearn, during that time, man, Eddie Hearn, they weren't treating Deontay Wilder right. At DAZN, Eddie Hearn, negotiations weren't right. They were really treating him like he was this dumb, man from little country Alabama who lacked intelligence. And what they learned was that wasn't the case. Now, you don't have to like Deontay Wilder. I understand a lot of people feel a kind of way about him and they say he had all these excuses after the Tyson Fury fight, but what does that have to do with this guy, Dillian Whyte? And at this end of the day, who really gives, especially back then, but even now, who really gives Dillian Whyte a chance outside of himself to beat Deontay Wilder? Y'all gotta stop with this, man. He is not gonna beat him. So Dillian Whyte, aka the body snatcher, aka I bit the dog back, he goes on to say that Deontay Wilder is an actor. Everything Deontay Wilder does is an act. He was fake crying at the press conference and post conferences after he knocked out Helenius. I was just like you. He says Deontay Wilder's a piece of crap and just makes him sick. And he says he still doesn't want to fight me. He's the biggest fraud in all the sport. Never mind boxing. Why doesn't he fight his number one contender for 4 years? And he still hasn't beaten anyone yet. I'll say this, right? Gerald Washington. You think Dillian Whyte can beat Gerald Washington? You think Dillian Whyte can beat Dominic Brazil? You think Dillian Whyte can beat, what's the Molina? Was it Molina? I can't remember his first name. John Molina, whatever. The heavyweight, though. The heavyweight. Not the guy, Molina, who fought Adrian Broner. Whatever. Do you think Dillian Whyte can beat him? You think Dillian Whyte can beat Luis Ortiz? You think Dillian Whyte can beat Chris Arreola? And the Bermain Stavern that Deontay Wilder fought. You think Dillian Whyte could beat him, especially at that time? So Dillian Whyte can say what he wants, right? But I personally don't think Dillian Whyte beats those guys. And I'll say this, because I got to be honest. The same way Deontay Wilder has something special in his right hand, Dillian Whyte has something special in that left hook. So I'm not here to bash him. I just think Dillian Whyte is just full of himself. And I think he's going to get a reality check when he gets in there with Jermaine Franklin today. But he just doesn't seem focused to me. It's like he got his ass kicked by Tyson Fury, knocked out. Yeah, Tyson Fury pushed him down, but he knocked his ass out. He had him standing stiff like a mannequin. So the hell is Dillian Whyte talking about? But at the end of the day, it's like he's forgotten that his ass has been knocked out and lost, 3 of his last 4 fights? And that's that fight with Povetkin. Whyte. I don't know, like, who's in his corner. Like, someone should be telling him, man, you need to pipe down and really focus and go in here and be more defensive minded, because Whyte can't take a shot on his chin by these heavy hitters. The heavyweights, everybody hits hard, but Whyte can't take those shots, man. And I think when he gets in here with Franklin, I think it's a competitive fight, but I would not be surprised if Franklin knocks him out. I'm just telling y'all. It's my 2 cents, my opinion. I think Dillian Whyte has power that Franklin's never faced too. But I just think chin-wise, I just think Dillian Whyte doesn't have the chin for all the talk that he's talking. And the fact that he's already got his eyes set on fighting Joshua and Deontay Wilder in 2023. So again, in boxing, you've just seen where guys get ahead of themselves. Bad things happen. They're already looking down the road at the next opponent. Big payday. And they don't get there because somebody comes and just, crashes the party. And I think this guy, man, Jermaine Franklin, is going to be a party crasher. And it's not because of anything that he's going to do that's so great. It's because Dillian Whyte isn't focused, in my opinion, and he doesn't have the right coach in his corner. I just don't think he has the right coach in his corner. 6 weeks. I've said in other videos, if you guys been following the channel, I frown upon guys bouncing from trainer to trainer. Like, more recently, you see these guys going to Joe Goosen. Frank Sanchez. The boy about to fight Tank. Ryan Garcia. You see Andy Ruiz, man. He goes from being over there with Manny Robles till now he wants to be the the Mexican heavyweight Canelo, fighting over there with the Canelo camp. Then he bounces from there and he goes to, I don't know, is he Joe Gooston or someone else now? So he just bounces all over the place. And what you end up seeing is that for the most part, they never look the same. They never look that great again. Another person, probably the biggest name that I could probably bring to your attention, who's bounced all around, two biggest names, Oscar De La Hoya and even Mike Tyson. Them guys are just all over the damn place. And they've never looked the same. Just never looked the same. De La Hoya was a monster when he was with that original trainer he had. I know he lost to Mosley or whatever. Lost to what's his name? Felix Trinidad. That wasn't the trainer's fault. De La Hoya shut Trinidad's ass down. I don't care what no one says. Yeah, he cruised the last couple of rounds, but Trinidad didn't win that fight. I don't care what no one says. I may have some Puerto Rican fans on here, fans of Trinidad, who may unsubscribe because of what I just said. But Trinidad didn't beat no damn De La Hoya. But it is what it is. So when you see Dillian Whyte bouncing around, got a new trainer, 6 weeks, I think that just creates confusion. I just think he's going to be in there looking confused. But we'll find out because the fight's coming on soon. So that being said, if Dillian Whyte does get through Jermaine Franklin, I hope Deontay Wilder fights him. I hope so. Like, I want to see that fight because I just think Deontay Wilder will just obliterate him, and how satisfying it will be for him to shut up Dillian Whyte. Like, you know what I thought was corny? Like Dillian Whyte, right? The trash talk, whatever. It's entertaining, it's funny. But bullying, I don't like that. But to see him push the promoter, Salita, like, I thought Salita pushed him. No, Dillian Whyte shoved Salita. If you guys didn't see that, it's out there. He shoved him. And that just shows you don't put your hands on people, man. Hey, I've seen people get their hands. Let me tell you, they have a saying, right? When I was growing up, there used to be a saying, man. If someone touches you, chop off their effing hand, right? And that's just the mentality of, some of the people out there, especially West Indian people. You can say what you want. They cuss all day and carry on. And no one touch anybody. But as soon as someone put their hands on someone else, shit goes crazy. People start grabbing cutlass and all kind of stuff. So my thing is, I used to hear that all the time, Someone put their hand on you, chop off their effing hand. So when I saw Dillian Whyte, him being a Jamaican background, you don't put your hands on people. I'm not Jamaican, my family ain't Jamaican, but I know as West Indians, man, for the most part, you have to put your hands on people because that's going to be a problem. So to shove little Salita, I was like, it's a punk right there, man. But Salita, man, he balked back. He didn't allow himself to be bullied. And I don't respect that. So hopefully him and Deontay Wilder can get it on. Deontay Wilder can knock his ass out and snatch the soul out the body of Dillian Whyte. But that being said, man, despite the braggadocio and confidence of Dillian Whyte, he got a fight coming up. And I just think it's going to be a tough fight as he fights the undefeated American contender, Jermaine Franklin, and it's going to be entertaining. So the winner of the bout is going to be the front runner to land the AJ fight. And I think Dillian Whyte and AJ is huge, but I think if Jermaine Franklin can do the business, it'll be more intriguing because we're going to see what he brings to the ring against AJ. Because AJ's really has never faced him and is really not going to know what to do and how to prepare for it. And AJ's in between trainers right now. And I hope to God he doesn't stay with Roy Jones because that is a horrible fit. AJ needs Freddie Roach, in my opinion. But you leave it in the comments below. Let me know what you think. That being said, y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.